Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and a Head-Banging Life. It's reaction battle time. We've been on a roll. Man. Win after win after win after win after win. So it's Brendan's turn to nominate for me. He's not lost one to date. Simply put, he knows how to get me. He knows my taste. I really want to see something really unusual. ICP for the win. But he'll end up playing something like Homies, and then straight away I'll be into it, banging, you know?
I'm purposely holding off a little bit. I've got one or two which are, your guilty pleasure sort of stuff where I'm like, there you go, try that. Thought it was only fair. I think somebody said to me, it's like, oh, you got to give him one back. You were never going to like that song. You must have known that. And I was like, yeah, I'll give him one back. So
yeah,
but this isn't that one.
No, I gathered not by the imagery. Yeah, tell us what you got.
So this song is called Set in Stone by Dark Divinity. Dark Divinity are a new, well, I don't know how new they are in real life, but like a new to me when I listened to it and when I reviewed this original EP, which was called Messianic, which came out 2020, 22nd of May via Trench Records. They are New Zealand, Melodeath, of course, because hey, it's me. Of course, it's going to be Melodeath.
To be fair, it's New Zealand Melodeath, so that's quite out of your ballpark.
It is, yeah, and it's quite. It's obviously New Zealand. Wouldn't say it was historically famous for metal, but thanks to Alien Weaponry, it's obviously cast a bit of a light on there, and it was cool to see another very, very talented band, in my opinion. We'll find out yours shortly, coming through. So it is Melodeath. It's heavy, female fronted. Yeah, that's pretty it. Dark Divinity, Set in Stone.
Cool. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. That is a look. That's very black metal, that. Huh. Whoa.
It doesn't always look like that, just saying.
But that is well eye-catching.
Got a strong voice, man.
Transfixing. love how the rest of the band are just normal looking dudes.
I think if I remember correctly, this song is a story of like a nature kind of god, and that's what she's portraying. Like everything you've done is set in stone.
Makes sense. They're like inside and she's out.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah. All right. Abrupt. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else coming.
But yeah, you got like the kind of Maori sort of vibe, you know, like all the chicken bones and like voodoo and you know that sort of stuff going on.
You know what? To begin with, I was generally thinking, oh, this might be a close one for once. And I don't know if you saw, I don't know if you were paying attention to me, but I started rolling my eyes really heavily during the first sort of chorusy bit because it was like, oh, that's just bollocks. I love that. That's fantastic. Here's the thing. If you didn't tell me, if I didn't know beforehand that was a mellow death band, I'd have been like, that's a black metal song. That is rooted in the blacker side of metal. It is. Listen to those riffs. Listen to those fucking ripping away, you know, not just based off the vocals, the actual music. There was nothing melodic about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you listen to the whole EP as a whole, you get a wide spectrum of the band. It's like there's a full instrumental song on there, which is, you know, very much in the melodeath camp. But I think on the melodeath side of things, I think if you kind of go back to like your raw, older At the Gates sort of style sound, which was heavier on the death and a bit of the mellow. True. And I think that's where they kind of sit.
It definitely sits in that more than it does the modern side of things as well. But I mean, the most obviously startling thing that anyone will take away from this, even if you don't know it visually, is what was that? I just heard someone else's voice in my headphones. That was weird. Yeah.
Bill Gates again.
It's cause Louise just connected to my headphones and I just thought whatever she's playing. Yeah, I just heard it disconnect. Yeah, obviously it's startling. Now, what I quite like about her vocal styles in this particular song, because I imagine it's varied across the EP, it has to be, because in this it's less singing. That was more shouting and constantly screaming the words out of me. I love that though. I thought that was very unique and very intriguing to the song as a whole. There's a fire and a belly full of anger and vehemence coming from that throat. I do want to hear more of what she sounds like.
Which is good though. I mean, that, you know, that's the whole hope, isn't it? Is that you listen to something and go, well, that's intrigued me enough that I want to hear more.
Yeah, I kind of need to, because that I feel like I got it feels like I got the middle pages of a book and I'm missing the front and the back. So I have no context. I'm like, okay, this is a good song. This is a great song at times. And there's a lot of elements I liked. I really liked the fact that it kept very much on the same level guitar tone was all the way through. There was no like, okay, now we're going to go slow and then we're going to stop. We're going to solo here and stuff. We did have that, but like, you know, overly extended and stuff like that.
It's a heavy song, man. It's a blast track. It's a pit worthy, you know, sort of song. The drums are fast throughout, like you said. It's like, you know, it's a punishing sort of track, I'd imagine, for the drummer to play.
It is punishing. That's the right word. Punishing is the right word.
But it is, like you said, I think there's a bigger picture with it all as well, especially when you listen to the EP, because it's not exactly that, it's a concept. But similar in how Alien Weaponry base a lot of their stuff in the traditions and whatnot of their home country. You know, Dark Divinity seemed to do the same. You know, and there's a bit more of a story, I guess, behind it. And actually, you know, like I probably should have said it to you beforehand, but I don't remember it exactly. But you know, there's something to like some sort of like nature. It's kind of coming out and shouting really at the humans about what you've done, and like, but it's too late. You know, what you've done is set in stone now. You know, and then that character that she was playing, which looked brilliant. Imagery was fucking fantastic.
Oh God, isn't it?
I've not seen the video before, so this is the first. Yeah, exactly. It was, yeah. And actually, when you said at the beginning, because when you see that imagery and you were saying about it's got that black metal kind of tone, you know, you would be forgiven to go like, actually, this is a black metal song. You know,
It is a win. It's not your most dominant win because, like I said, I do feel like I need a bigger picture here. But it is a win. I mean, what can I? There's no part of me that says, "Oh, I didn't like that aspect. I didn't like that aspect." It's all likes across the board. It's just I think if I heard the full EP, it'd become a love, and then I'd be like, "Oh, that makes sense," and that's so much better in context, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair. I can take that.
Yeah,
I'll take a win.
Nonetheless. Exactly. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl as well as Big Cartel where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?